Meanwhile, authorities from both sides of the border are working toward a permanent solution for the burst pipeline that spilled thousands of gallons of raw sewage in Naco. Cronkite News reporter Brittany Watson also made her way down to the southern border to see what exactly is going on.
The burst pipeline is now under control, but not completely fixed. The leak has forced authorities from the U.S. and Mexico to come together and try to repair it, despite the many challenges. This line shows just how high the spilled sewage had piled into this storm drain. Sewage that flowed in for weeks from Naco, Sonora, and although now stopped, is still causing concern for nearby residents.
I would hate to see the young people affected by this. If they become infected with type A or B hepatitis, it could plague them the rest of their lives.
Tests done by the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality show the east and west sewage flow tested positive for E. coli and lead. However, additional testing done by health officials highlighted that the drinking water is safe to consume.
We don't have any reason to believe that there is any industrial discharge going into this system or any hazardous waste being disposed in this system.
Weeks ago, there was a steady flow of sewage making its way across the border fence onto the U.S. side. As you can see now, it is completely dry. There still is a ton of garbage, but with repair efforts being made on the Mexico side, the flow has stopped. Many of the residents in Naco, Sonora didn't even know there was a toxic sewage problem happening just a few yards away from their homes.
There was no smell. It was just the spillage, but no smell, even when it was hot in the evenings. Honestly, it didn't affect us at all.
The people in Mexico don't realize we have an international problem that can cause a binational problem to escalate, including closing down the border. It can happen if we don't fix it.
Recent pipeline repairs have included cleaning the lagoons and the removal of debris, but it all comes at a cost, with the North American Development Bank, based in San Antonio, having to fund the project.
All the infrastructure costs money. And so it's just a matter of us getting to that point of helping them with grants and loans so they can fully repair their system.
The problem is controlled but not fixed. If we don't continue with maintenance and clean the pipes, it could become a greater issue. I think we shouldn't drop our guard and continue solving the problem.
There's still a lot of work to be done. Repairs and replacements can take up until March of 2019. From the Broadcast Center, Brittany Watson, Cronkite News.